In 2017 also, you might recall, the Aam Aadmi Party was seen as the party surging ahead, but as we saw, the Congress won. But let's go to our three people on the ground and get from them what they think they're looking most forward to. Preeti, what are you most looking forward to, given the fact that you've been on the ground in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, other parts?
Well, if you're talking about Punjab, then Rajdeep, as a journalist,
Not just Punjab, across India. What is the most thing you're looking forward to?
Well, in Punjab, what I'm looking forward to is to know, because as a journalist, I clearly saw the chemistry lie with the Aam Aadmi Party. Does the arithmetic lie, with the Akalis or the Congress? That is what's said. What I am looking for is, where Punjab is concerned, is I actually don't see a hung assembly. Like most of them said that there could be tight, things depends how Akalis do, will we know how Congress will do. What I picked up, I'm just telling you very organically what I picked up from ground. I picked up, and it's very rare that a journalist can pick up a wave. I saw a wave for the Aam Aadmi Party. Will it translate into votes? We'll only know at least with our exit polls now. Okay,
Rahul, you've traveled the most through Uttar Pradesh, your Karma Bhumi, your Janma Bhumi both. Mr. Modi's Karma Bhumi now. What have you picked up there?
Razi, the hunter is getting hunted.
The hunter, i.e. the ruling party?
The BJP is the hunted now. I think this election will be decided by two very critical things. One is how potent is the underground subterranean Hindutva element, because the voters may say a lot outside the polling booth, but when they get inside and pressing the button, what weighs the heaviest on their mind? That Hindutva element or rest, Naukri, Pesha, Jati and everything. And I think this is an election, Rajdeep, about one of the most marginalized sections of the society and economically marginalized, perhaps assertively deciding that they had joined the BJP last time around. But this time they will tell whether their aspirations will decide their vote or not, Rajdeep, because I have seen a lot of anger among this section on basic roti kapda makan elements.
Interesting.
Rakeshji, what are you picking up? What's at stake for the BJP in these places?
No, I think Bharatiya Janata Party is sustaining democracy in India. Most of the parties are contesting the elections on the basis of individualism and the dynasts. The party, you just see the election, because the election results would come and we would analyze the pitfall of the election results. But you see, the political parties are contesting on the basis of one individual, whether Arvind Kejriwal in Punjab, here Akhilesh Yadav in Uttar Pradesh, or just see the scenario. But here Bharatiya Janata Party's entire machinery is involved in the election. We are door-to-door contact. Even the Home Minister and Prime Ministers, they are campaigning just like the workers. So why I said democracy is, we are sustaining democracy, because there is a party who is considers the importance of the worker, considers the importance of the election, and the workers from different parts of the state, India, went to Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, other parts to do election campaigning. One important factor, what I find, that anti-BJPism has no solid base. They try to create anti-BJPism, just like anti-Congressism was created in 1967 and later on 1977. But here you find that there's a fragmentation in the opposition party, right, on the question of issues, on the question of leadership.
Interesting the way you're putting it. You believe the opposition is fragmented, and you believe the BJP is offering the democratic alternative because the BJP is not dynastical. Yes. Harmeet, as Rahul was mentioning, you've been traveling across Punjab, and Punjab is fascinating this time because of all that has happened in the last 6 months in Punjab. Chief ministers being changed, Navjot Singh Sidhu being brought in as a party president, first Dalit Sikh chief minister, and the Aam Aadmi Party factor. What did you pick up?
Well, there is one thing. Is there a complete disenchantment with the Akalis and the Congress there? That's one thing. If there is complete disenchantment, then of course we will see a sweep of Aam Aadmi Party. But if there is no complete disenchantment with these two parties, then it's going to be a hung assembly. I mean, this is my sense. And if it's going to be a hung assembly, the critical question then will be who will be the kingmaker. You see, we have seen Punjab from the eyes of...
Punjab has never had a hung assembly, Harmeet. So this would be history if it is.
It did. In 1967, there was a hung assembly. In 1969, there was a hung assembly. And before that, Punjab has a history of having mergers. Punjab has a history of having coalition governments. Punjab has a history of having post-poll alliances, pre-poll alliances. What we are aware of is that there are only pre-poll alliances. But yes, if there is going to be some sort of a hung assembly, who will be the kingmaker, who will go with which side? Remember, in 1967, this happened. Akalis were on the one side, and they all with different ideology: Republican Party of India, Communist Party of India, Communist Party, Marxist, Jan Sangh. They all banded together.
So you're saying history in Punjab doesn't rule out the possibility of a Congress.